And then the last thing on that bachelor party that I definitely want to highlight is what we now call the pick and roll.
Yeah.
So we're in the club. This is night 2, and everyone's having a really good time. I see Mike step aside and go over to the bouncer. Very large human being, 6'5", and probably 280. Mike's whispering to him. I'm
whoa. I wasn't whispering to him.
Well, no, you were, because it was the club. So
you
were
had to, like, lean in and talk.
Right, you
to
had
him.
to lean in and talk. So
There's
I'm
a visual
like,
of me like,
yeah, right. So I'm over there like, oh man, what is going on here? This could be either really good or really bad.
Yeah.
So then the animations kick in. Now I see Mike starting to back up a little bit. He takes a couple steps back. You know, he gets his bearings. He's looking left. He's looking right. And the bouncer now runs up to him and sets a screen. So if you're not a sports guy or girl, a screen in basketball is something that you do for your teammate and that you're trying to either, 1, get open and receive the ball, or 2, create a little space for your offense. So this is in the middle of the club, and this humongous bouncer starts running up to Mike, and Mike is like, come tight, come tight. So this humongous guy sets the screen. Now Mike is like, roll, roll, roll. And now the bouncer puts his arm up. He's dipping through the club, puts his arm up, and Mike launches like a fake basketball to him.
To the clock, Malone screen. Stockton to Malone, to the hoop.
great pass.
And they just started doing this throughout the night. So anytime we would go to the bathroom and Mike saw this guy, the pick and roll would happen. So that was amazing.
The background of that is Dave played one game with us on Sam Sauce.
Yes.
And he got hurt. Well, he didn't get hurt. He was hurt.
Right.
So he bailed.
I had a little toe injury.
He was the one game wonder.
The one game wonder.
So I'm like, I got to do some recruiting while we're out here. I got to be efficient, effective, and convenient. So I'm there, and I'm like, oh, this dude's like 6'6". I wonder if he'll come to Greenwich and play basketball. So I went up to him, and I'm like, oh, like, we got a team. We just need some height. Like, we're a dangerous team. We shoot the lights out, but we have no height. And the guy's like, I play basketball, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's like, what do you play? I'm like, I facilitate. I'm a point guard. And he's like, all right. And I'm like, all right, I'll show you. Come on.
So
and
you guys were practicing. You guys were showing each other.
And I remember putting the fist in there,
Yes.
like, set the pick. So I don't know what, but anyway.
That is the pick and roll. So if ever you do that in the club, please take a video of it and tag us.
I'm still waiting to show up to the game next week
and
have him show up and be like, what's up, man?
No.